If you want to buy justice, just meet Emeka Wite. He is notorious for patronizing all the wrong people in patronizing all the wrong policies, all the wrong legal methods in our country. Just take a look at all the cases that he has handled. Check them out. It is always a question of how did we get here? His recent feat is restoring Abure as Labour Party chairman. But moving on, judgments that are got through the back door will no longer stand in our country. They have upgraded from foisting leaders on you, on Nigerians, to now influencing the practices of the political parties, influencing the internal democracies of political parties, influencing the emergence of candidates in political parties. Can't you see the trend? That is one thing about starting a very negative trend. Things will always increase either for good or for the worse. And when they take the negative parts, it will be degeneration galore. The next thing they will be doing as these trends are continuing, they will no longer use the court. It will now be taking whoever they want by hand and putting them on seat. SEAT. Putting them to occupy positions, political positions, governance positions in the country by veto, by force, by handpicking. The trend is moving. They are now the ones foisting candidates on political parties, on Nigerians. And when the state capture is over, we may not have a country. Maybe they are making it faster for Nigeria to go back to its component nations. They will soon begin to take aspirants by hand into positions of power. Abure has too much money to waste. But I don't know what it will fetch him. But let me say at this point that the courts, Emeka Wite and his likes, the judiciary cannot dictate for so-called independent electoral commissions. They have no rights dictating for electoral commissions. And you cannot give directives to INEC. What empowered you to give directive? You're just an arm of government that is subject to yourself. No arm of government is superior to the other. Nobody is subject to your shenanigans. Judiciary. Have you noticed that in recent times Nigerians have been calling out the judiciary? And we will begin to take you one-on-one based on the kangaroo judgments you give against the Nigerian states. Have you forgotten that whatever the court say is supposed to be the normal practice law? It's supposed to set precedents, and anything that is against the constitution or against the practice of democracy can never be welcomed. It can never be accepted, not anywhere in our country. And finally too, the so-called Labour Party, Abure. You people are your own, no? Abure Labour Party, you are on your own. The other Labour Party we know will break off from your Abure Labour Party, either form another version of Labour Party or escape into another party that they deem fit, that they deem responsible. While many Nigerians are on a mission to put an end to whatever is holding our country hostage, and wrong party politics is one of them. We want river states to unbundle structures. One of the trends that is keeping river states hostage is the kind of thing Abure is doing. Is the so-called structure. We have seen it as a negative and we are unbundling it. I had said before that 1 million Nigerians will work out something. So enjoy yourself in your Labour Party. Enjoy yourself in your courts, instituted, normal, new normal. 1 million Nigerians will find a way around it. I want to also use this point to take a bite on what is happening in River State. I listened to Toyeko. He said it's a trend that has deepened and might not stop with Fubara. But
circumstance. And you have to go back, and I'm glad he mentioned it, you have to go back to Odili into Amechi, Amechi into Wike into Sim. And you will see that there's a trend that must end. Because everybody that is being mentioned here comes from the same nuclear family, splitting up and fighting to the death. Splitting up and fighting to the death. As Amechi was leaving power, he inaugurated, held an election, and swore in local government chairmen. As soon as Wike came in, he removed all of them, held a caretaker committee. They were sitting down for well over 11 months or nearly a year, and then conducted an election, which brought this one's in, the last set. They all went to court, the ones that Amechi removed. They held that matter in court till today. It's been no speedy hearing and all. So people who were sworn in are sitting down as embattled chairmen in court. In the meantime, you've had another set of elections and another set of elections. These ones that have just gone out are definitely going to go to court, so we'll have another issue. So you cannot have peace like that. How do we move forward? Because I think that's really what is important. The first aspect of it, you said, what should Mr. President do? There are 4 actors here that must be called together to sit down. And until all of them sit at the table and decide that River State is more important than personal agendas, interests, till then, we're not going to have peace. His Excellency, Peter Obi, who is the father of all of everybody in this political dynamics, must sit at the table. Rotimi Amechi, His Excellency, must sit at that table. Yeson Wike must sit at that table. And Sim Fubara must sit at that table.
I have a feeling that it will end with Fubara. Fubara, we are speaking to you. The reason we are supporting you is because we see you as somebody who will not institute the so-called structure that has kept River State bound and is setting the precedence of what will befall our nation in the near future. We want to see you as a responsible person. The people want to rally around you to put an end to this nonsense of a structure that has kept us where we are. I don't know if you will prove Toyeko wrong, that the trend will not continue with you. I feel that that trend can end with Fubara. Fubara, align yourself with the cause of the people. Align yourself with the cause of humanity and end the so-called structure that has kept River State bound, that has kept our country bound. That is the only reason why lives will be wasted in River State, why properties will be burnt down, why one man will make threats and bring it to happen. Posterity will not forget you if you achieve that feat. The trend starting from Peter Obi through Amechi, through Wike, and now through you. I see you as the sacrificial lamb who will bear all the brunt to put an end to the shenanigans. But if you let this opportunity slip away from you, by yielding to the coming interventions of so-called Mr. President.
And the president can't pretend this if he really wants peace in River State. And a decision must be made that this is how we're going to be moving forward. Until that is done, as soon as Fubara's time is about to end, you will see another all-out war. We were campaigning.
This is where I disagree with Toyeko, where he said that Tinubu should bring all these people to the table for talks. For what? They have become non-state actors. And there is no negotiation with anybody that has kept the peace of Nigeria ambushed. There is no negotiating with any nonsense. Let them go back and shoot their sword, sort themselves out. Or do the settlement.